That would make him one of the state of Texas's most prolific serial killers. I mean, we're fixated on serial killers. That's a big story. John Wayne Gacy, Richard, what's his name, Ramirez, Ted Bundy, Richard Speck, Son of Sam, serial killers. That's a big story. There are networks, that Investigation Discovery Network, there are like 24-hour networks dedicated to covering the most evil among us. But this guy, and Derek found the story from the Washington Post, actually. And it's on the 5th page of the article. You go through the article and go through all of the details of this terrible thing. I'll go to page 5. Page 5. A citizen of Kenya, Chamirmir, I don't know how to pronounce his name, has lived in the greater Dallas area for more than a decade. He had a history of DWI and assault charges, according to the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. In 2016, he'd been charged with trespassing at a retirement community in Dallas, where one of his alleged victims reportedly lived. He's being held on $9.1 million bail because he is in the country illegally, the article sort of casually mentions. Federal immigration authorities have additionally placed a jail hold on him. Now, this is on page 5 of the article. It's an afterthought. It's like it doesn't even matter. They're sort of begrudgingly admitting this monster, the police say, who has killed at least a dozen elderly women. And police believe that he smothered his victims with pillows before making off with their jewelry or other valuables. Because the women were elderly and they lived alone, their deaths initially weren't considered suspicious and didn't get investigated. Now, think about this. The police believe this guy killed 12 women. The Washington Post reports the Dallas police are now revisiting hundreds of deaths. This guy might have murdered hundreds of elderly women. Buried here, page 5. Because he's in the country illegally, federal immigration authorities have additionally placed a jail hold on them. Yeah, other countries aren't sending their best. You know, they're just not. Rapists, murderers. I mean, it's just unbelievable the way the media plays such a corrupt role in what gets disseminated to the American people. Isn't it? Isn't it just, it's depressing. It's just depressing. I saw some lady on Meet the Press yesterday. I don't know why. I think it's my obligation to watch the Sunday morning news shows. I am trying to watch. I am trying to be aware, but man, it's depressing. This lady goes on TV. Well, you know, it just may be that the American people don't want another 4 years of Trump and the trauma, the drama. The president is going to have to make a very tough decision. I mean, and I'm thinking as I'm watching her, you're part of it. You're part of it. You're the reason people are getting weary because of the way the media tries to batter this president. Incidentally, just got a text message from Robin. I live northwest of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex. I've never heard of the story of this serial killer. Wow. Well, again, even the article, this big, lengthy article in the Washington Post, headline, a jewelry box led police to revisit hundreds of deaths. They may have found a serial killer. Big story, right? The fact that he's illegal is incidental to this story. It's on page 5. Just one little line. And it's about the immigration hold they put on him because, oh yeah, he's an illegal. That's not a big deal. That doesn't really, let's not visit that issue because that's sort of what Trump has been preaching about, for years. We need serious border security. We need to know who's coming in here. We need the Merced California County Sheriff calling out the state of California for its stupid sanctuary state policies, as his sheriff's deputy nearly got murdered by an illegal. A monster. But those don't have, those are unicorns, right? People on the left. All the illegals are nice, wonderful, warm, fuzzy people. They don't want to do any harm to anybody. They're just here to achieve a better life. The president, and I admit I'm a little testy today. I got on the scale this morning. I almost started weeping. That's it. I'm done. I got to start again. Hard-boiled egg this morning, banana, water. That's it. Because I'm gonna slump over. We got a big election next year. We got a lot of exciting things happening this year. I'm taking a group of 600 people or more to Israel. I cannot have a massive heart attack. I think you need me. I am so embarrassed at my weight. It's so bad. Oh my gosh, it's bad. And whenever I start, I get so excited. I do a week or so, 2 weeks. I do the points. I know how to do this. Anyhow, I digress. The lieutenant governor of Texas is a guy I know of, known of Dan Patrick for years. Solid guy. Rock solid conservative. And he says he's willing to take on the NRA because the NRA does not appear to want one loophole in gun purchaser background checks to be addressed, according to the Dallas Morning News. Now, who knows if that characterization is correct or not. But Friday, the lieutenant governor said it's just common sense to tighten background check laws because in many cases, stranger-to-stranger sales now are exempt from the requirement that buyers have to be vetted through a database of people who aren't eligible to purchase firearms. I want to tell you about this back and forth. And in fact, my dear friend Mark Davis, who's the morning host at 660 a.m. The Answer, had a back and forth with the lieutenant governor over Twitter. And I want to read the back and forth for you because it's very illuminating, very important stuff. And I admit, when I hear Dan Patrick talk about a loophole, and I do think there's merit to the argument that doing nothing, that the status quo won't be accepted by the American people. That and a whole lot more coming up here on the Mike Gallagher Show in the ReliefFactor.com studios. It is a Monday. It's September the 9th, 2019. Our number, 1-800-655-MIKE. 800-655-6453. Call or text. Welcome in to today's Mike Gallagher Show.